more season previews along with an update on the speech team and a special alumni feature. Stay tuned for what's ahead on this new edition of Hilltopper Headlines. Hello, Topper fans, and welcome to Hilltopper Headlines. I'm your host, Andrew Colvard. With spring break putting a halt to things in the classroom, there are still sports and activities to cover here at Marshall. The speech team competed in the section finals on Saturday afternoon at Southridge High School. Competing against students from 24 schools in the Section 7A finals, 3 Marshall students were able to talk their way into the state competition. Vienna Lagergren, Zach Kaplan, and Kellen McKee all placed in the top 3 in their category, qualifying them for a spot at state. Lagergren qualified in the serious interpretation of poetry contest, Kaplan in the extemporaneous speaking, and McKee in original oratory. State will be held on Friday, April 15th at Lakeville North High School. Good luck to the trio and to Coach David Johnson. Well, we hit the links this week for our spring season previews, covering the boys and girls golf teams here at Marshall. Coach Ross Fremont of the girls golf team will have a young squad for this year. With just one lone upperclassman and junior Allie McKenna, young talent will propel the team throughout the year. 2 freshmen, Alyssa Davis and Maggie Landher, along with sophomores Haley Lundquist and Kellen McKee, make up the rest of Coach Fremont's squad. Their first invitational is scheduled for the 14th of April. On the boys' side, senior Cole Ferrienchek and John Espy will look to lead a team that sent 3 state golfers last year. Espy and fellow teammate Joe Liberty both competed in the state meet at Sand Creek last year and are looking to score their way back. Of the 88 golfers, Liberty finished tied for 24th and Espy tied for 49th. The boys' first meet is scheduled for the 13th of April at Prior Lake. Let's hope the weather improves so that both teams can be out on the courses just in time for their season openers. Well, you may be wondering just who that third member was of the boys' golf team that went to state last year. That golfer was Derek Farrell, who is now a freshman at the University of St. Thomas and a member of the Tommies golf team. Farrell took 4th place at state last year, posting a score of 146 in the 2 rounds. For the Tommies, Farrell has been very impressive as a freshman, competing in 6 of the 8 matches, with his best finish coming at the St. John's-St. Thomas duel, where he finished 8th. A rivalry match that Farrell will see plenty more of in his time at St. Thomas. Looking back on his career at Marshall, Farrell had this to say. My favorite part about playing at Marshall was the atmosphere and how everyone built off each other's energy. No matter what happened, you could always count on Barsh or a teammate to make a joke, to keep you smiling and on your game. We wish Derek the best of luck as he continues his career as a Tommy. But before we leave off this story, let's take a look at what Derek Farrell had to say to this year's Marshall golf teams. I would say do not take any meet, practice, or time with teammates for granted. It goes by fast, but it is a great time, so love every minute. Great advice from Farrell, not only for golfers, but for all students at Marshall. That will wrap up this week's Hilltopper Headlines. We remind you to wish the state speech participants luck as they will be practicing hard in preparation, and to get out to support those spring activities. We will be back next week to cover our final season previews, and hopefully have some scores to report on if the weather cleans up. We thank you for watching this week, and as always, go Toppers.